guys, it's Sarah. So today's video is going to be a Shop My Stash video. So the way that I like to do these lately is I just go through my collection with you on camera and pick out enough products for a full face. And then the second half of the video I will be actually doing a full face of makeup using the Shop My Stash products. That's just the way that I've been doing this recently and it's working pretty well for me. So this time I asked you guys on my YouTube community tab if there were any like makeup trends or techniques or like new releases that have been inspiring you lately. And so I took quite a few notes and it sounds like the techniques that you guys are really into right now is lots of blush, which same, and kind of blush draping techniques. Also very bronzy looks. Cream products, also same, I'm so into cream products right now. Glossy lips and bronze eyeshadow. A lot of you guys seem to be really into the new Natasha Denona bronze palette, which does look beautiful. And so I'm going to be kind of shopping my stash for kind of bronzy eyeshadows specifically. Those are the kind of themes that we're going to try to stick to this time. I like to have some sort of theme or just idea to kind of go off of when I'm doing this. So this is like my everyday makeup drawer where I just keep my project pan items and also any like eyeshadow roulette shades, any products that I'm specifically focusing on right now. So it's kind of a mess right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick out the things that I know I'll need from here. I need my eye primer, my brow pomade, those I use every day no matter what. My under eye setting powder, also need that. Thinking I probably won't be doing a ton of setting powder on my face today, but maybe just to set like my T-zone, I will bring out my Physicians Formula Healthy Powder, which is in my project pan right now. These two cream products I just rolled into my project pan and I would love to use these today. I'm loving both of them. The Jordana Sculpt and Go Contour Stick in Light and the Ulta Face Highlighting Color Stick in Pixie Dust. And then of course my mascara. I've also been testing out the Lash Primer. I do of course have my Project Pan bronzer, but I don't know if I want to use this one today. I might pull out a different one just to kind of switch things up. So I may keep that one in here. I will bring out my NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I also just rolled this into my Project Pan. Alright, so I do have a new palette, the Naked Honey. Well, it's new to me. Obviously not like a true Shop My Stash item because I just got it, but I was thinking, since so many of you guys seem to be really into bronzy eyeshadow right now, this has a lot of bronzy colors in it, so I think I will pull this out. Also because I think a good number of you probably own this palette. It's probably not as new to a lot of you as it is to me, since this has been out for a while. Okay, so here we are in my base drawer. Lately I've been into mixing base products together, leaning towards my NYX Born to Glow foundation. This one I haven't shown on camera very much lately, and it is a really good foundation. Maybe I'll mix this with my tinted moisturizer that I'm working on panning right now, the Balm Shelter. I have been really liking mixing tinted moisturizer with a foundation to kind of customize the coverage level a little bit. So let's do that. And then I really want a glowy primer for today. I think I'm gonna use my NYX High Glass Primer. I feel like I haven't used this on camera in a while either, so let's pull that one out. And then for concealer, honestly my go-to lately has just been the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, so I think I'll just use this one. It's a very like basic, good coverage concealer. It's not overly glowy or dewy, but it's also not like matte either. So I think this will be a good one for today. One person mentioned a technique that they have been doing lately, and honestly I'm just curious to try it. And that was putting a cream highlight on your under eyes before you apply like foundation or concealer. And I just want to try it because I'm always trying to kind of brighten up that area and kind of cancel out my dark circles. So I'm going to try that. I'll probably use this Ulta Face Highlighting Color Stick that's in my project pan. I think it'll be a good tone for that. And it's not really like a glittery highlight, so I think that'll be a good one. We're just going to try that because I'm just curious to try it. I gotta see how that works. Okay, so onto my cheek product drawer. Definitely sounds like we're gonna be doing cream products all the way today. So we have a contour and a highlight already picked out. So let's pick a blush, maybe even a couple blushes, because sometimes it's fun to kind of mix different blushes together or create like kind of a dimensional look with more than one blush. So one blush I really haven't used lately. I feel like I haven't shown this on camera since I like first tested it out. The River Organics Pinch Cheek Color. It's a cream blush, so you kind of just push up. Another one I haven't shown in a long time is this e.l.f. cream blush in Glistening Peach. This is more like a kind of glowy, peachy golden blush. Really pretty. I don't know why I don't reach for this one, but we're gonna use this one today because it needs some love. Let's do this Milani Dolce baked bronzer. It's a very kind of golden-y toned bronzer. I think it'll go really well with the bronzy vibe today. So this drawer, let's see, I will grab my Wow Brow Gel from e.l.f. and then also this base from e.l.f. This is the shade Soft Beige. It's like a liquid shadow. It's sort of a warm, peachy color. I think that might be good as well. I'm not entirely sure where the look is gonna go today, but I'm just picking out a few options. So I do want to pull out this NYX Vivid Brights liquid liner. We'll see if I end up using it. And then also this e.l.f. shimmering gold, like kind of bronzy glitter liner. So for lips, I'm just gonna pick out a few options for like a good gloss. I really like this color from ColourPop. It's the shade Champagne Mommy. It's sort of like a peachy rose gold. Really, really pretty for summer. All right, so here's the rest of my palette collection. Remember, we already have Naked Honey in the basket, but let me grab, let's see. One that I've been thinking about for today is this particular color from the Milani Bold Obsessions palette. I don't love this palette as a whole, but I really love this copper shade here. And so I kind of just want to have that out as an option to maybe use. And then another bronzy palette is this e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Quad in Pumpkin Pie. You know, it's funny, I just realized that this e.l.f. quad has some really similar shades to the Naked Honey. You wouldn't necessarily think that by looking at it, but Naked Honey has actually a lot of bronzy brown colors. So I don't think I'll pull out this quad for today just because there's already similar shades in here, but just an interesting observation. So I chose this NYX High Glass Primer, which is supposed to be kind of a glass skin kind of primer. So yeah, that is a really pretty primer. You can see it's very glowy without being like glittery or sparkly or anything. It's just very like reflective. And then for my base, I'm gonna try mixing the Balm Shelter with the NYX Born to Glow foundation. I did this the other day and I did really like the look of it. Yeah, so I really like that combination of the NYX Born to Glow and the Balm Shelter. I feel like it just looks very natural and skin-like. It still allows that primer to show through. Yeah, there's no areas where it looks foundation-y, you know, so that's lovely. I meant to apply this highlight to my under eyes before foundation, but I think we can still do it. I'm just gonna take, actually, you know what, let's just kind of draw some on there. I'm gonna tap it out a little bit with my finger. So you can see that definitely did highlight my under eyes. The thing I like about this highlighter is it's not very shimmery or anything, it's just very kind of pearlescent, so, you know, we will see. So let's try my usual application of concealer. So I definitely do think that that brightened my under eyes, even, you know, with the concealer over it. It looks nice. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not like a color corrector by any means. It's not gonna like counteract your dark circles, but if anything, it does just kind of brighten up that area a little bit. I don't mind it. That may be a technique that I continue playing around with. So before I powder anything, I am gonna contour my face with the Jordana contour stick. Like I said, I recently added this into my project pan, but I've been loving this lately. Even before I put it in my project, it's just such a good product. I always put it on a brush first and then onto my face. That's just the best way for me to get a good like seamless blend. So I'm thinking for blush, I'll start with this River Organics Pinch Blush, which is pretty matte. And then I may top it or add a little bit of glow on top of that with the e.l.f. Glistening Peach Cream Blush. So the way I like to apply the River Organics one, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I did use this in my March Shop My Stash video. I think I did, but that's the only time I can remember using this on my channel, aside from the first time that I used it. So I like to just apply this with a finger. You definitely need to kind of like warm it up with your finger, but once you get it warmed up, you know, it's a good texture. And this blush is just so easy. Like I can just use my finger and go at it. So then I'm gonna add a little bit of e.l.f. Glistening Peach blush. Add a little more glow maybe to like the apples of my cheeks. Okay, this is a lot more pigmented. Ooh, that's a lot of blush, wow, okay. May need to tone that down a bit. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my sponge and kind of go over that a bit. And good as new. This one is a little bit softer and creamier than the River Organics one. Isn't that pretty? I don't even have highlighter on yet. So then for this Ulta highlighter stick in Pixie Dust, same thing I used on my under eyes. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. I actually like to draw this directly on and dot it out with my finger. This just gives such a nice, like, glossy look. I will take a little bit of this Milani bronzer in Dolce. Then I'm just gonna set my under eyes with the e.l.f. Soft Luminance powder. I don't really feel like I need to set my face very much at all today, but I will do just a little bit, like, right here, because my makeup does tend to break down in that area. A little bit here and a tiny bit here. I'm just gonna do my brows real quick. All right, actually instead of eyeshadow primer, I think I'm just gonna use this e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow in Soft Beige as my base. I think I'll just use this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. It's kind of a big domed brush to sort of blend that out. I really like this eyeshadow, even just on its own. It's very like simple and sheer, but it kind of just gives you like a wash of color. I think I want to use some of this copper shade from the Milani Bold Obsessions palette on my lid today. This is a very creamy, very pigmented shadow. Let's dip into Naked Honey here. I'm gonna go into Sweet first. It's like a barely darker than my skin tone color, just to start blending that, and then we'll see what else we need. All right, I think I'll dip into Drip now, which is that sort of medium brown. Put a little of that in my outer corner and up into the crease as well. And take some of Flyby, that lightest shade, on my brow bone. Okay, I'm gonna take Sting, that dark brown, in my outer corner. I'm kind of wondering if I want to put this honey shade on my lid now. That would like completely change the look, but all right, let's do it. I'm just gonna use the brush that came with this. I just feel like having that red shadow all the way on my lid, all the way into the inner corner is like, it just makes my eyes look really tired or sick or something. So I think maybe brightening it up with this will help. Just turning that brush around to the other side and blending. For the lower lash line, I think I'll take some more of Drip. All right, should we go crazy and just put some yellow eyeliner on this? Why not? Let's do it. For mascara, I think I'm gonna skip lash primer just because I don't really feel like it today. It's like an extra step that I don't feel like doing. But I'm just using the CoverGirl Clump Crusher Extensions mascara. I don't really think I'm crazy about this mascara. I just don't think it does much for me. For lips, I think I'm just really feeling this ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Champagne Mommy. I just think this is gonna go so nicely with this look. All right, let's just finish off with some NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. All right, so that is the finished Shop My Stash look. This eye look is fun. I feel like I haven't worn such a warm look like this in a very long time. I definitely prefer cool tones lately, but I still like warm tones, and this is just a very like fiery, summery look. I really like it. I really am enjoying this Naked Honey palette, and that was the first time I had used the shade Honey, and I really like that. That is super pretty. So I think that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see you again very soon, and I will talk to you next time.